If you work with trucks or off-road builds, backspacing matters more than many buyers realise. A lot of people talk about offset first, but in real truck and off-road fitment, backspacing is often what tells you whether the wheel will actually clear the suspension, steering components, and inner wheel well. So what is backspacing? Backspacing is the distance from the wheel mounting pad to the inner edge of the wheel. In simple terms, it tells you how much of the wheel sits inward toward the suspension side. Now let's compare that with offset. Offset is measured from the wheel center line to the mounting pad. It tells you whether the mounting pad is positioned more toward the outside, the center, or the inside of the wheel. So here is the easy way to remember it. Offset is a centerline based measurement. Backspacing is an inside clearance measurement. That is why people often confuse them. They are related, but they are not the same thing. For passenger cars, offset is often the number buyers focus on first. But for trucks, lifted vehicles, and off-road builds, backspacing can be even more important. But why is backspacing so critical for these specific builds? Because truck fitment is not only about how the wheel looks from the outside, it is also about what happens inside. If the backspacing's too high, the wheel sits too far inward. That can create problems with upper control arms, suspension parts, brake components, or inner fender clearance. If the backspacing's too low, the wheel moves farther outward. That may give the truck a wider, more aggressive stance. But it can also increase poke, create rubbing on the outer fender area, affect steering feel, and put the overall setup in a less balanced position. This is where many buyers make mistakes. They see a wheel style they like. They check the diameter, width, and maybe the bolt pattern. But they do not review backspacing together with tyre size, lift height, suspension setup, and intended vehicle use. Proceeding without checking backspacing is extremely risky. Two wheels can have a similar look online, but very different fitment results once installed on a truck. And for off-road projects, those differences matter even more. Because these vehicles often use larger tyres, modified suspensions, different ride heights, and more demanding driving conditions. So what is the practical takeaway? If you are building a truck or off-road wheel program, do not look at offset alone. Review backspacing and offset together. Offset helps describe wheel position. Backspacing helps you understand inner clearance. You need both numbers to make a smarter fitment decision. At FLEXIFORGED, we work with B2B buyers on forged wheel projects, including off-road and truck applications, where fitment clarity is a key part of the discussion. FLEXIFORGED is positioned as a China-based wholesale B2B forged wheel supplier, serving professional buyers and truck off-road businesses. If you are reviewing a truck or off-road project, send us your wheel specs, tyre specs, and vehicle details, and we can support your fitment check before quotation or production discussion.